In today's video, I'm going to show you every single method for weapon duplication in the newest patch 1.1.2. This includes weapons, this includes bows, this includes shields, and it includes items. The timeline down below will show you all 4 of those and exactly where they are in the video. Also, the very last one, which will be in the timeline, is the easiest. If you're having trouble with the timing, with the technique on the other ones, the last one, I guarantee you, will give you a 100% success rate if you follow it. It just takes slightly longer. I hope this video helps you on your quest to get the best weapons and to keep using them. Check it out. Today I'm going to show you the absolute fastest way to duplicate weapons on the newest patch. Particularly, I'm going to show you how to duplicate 2 weapons at the same time. So first, drop the weapon that you want to duplicate, fuse it to another weapon that you want to duplicate. In this case, I have 2 Zora longswords plus 9. All right, so you're going to find a spot like this. Gonna save it. I'm just gonna throw it. Hit the plus button right after. Like that. That's perfect. So what you want Link to grunt, but you don't want to hear the whoosh of the weapon. If you hear the whoosh of the weapon, it's too late. If Link hasn't grunted, it's too early. The grunt without the whoosh, perfect frames right in between. Now you're gonna see we both have it in our inventory. Hits the box after you load. And we picked it up. So now you can duplicate. You can pick any 2 weapons you want. That includes shields. That includes items like diamonds that you could fuse them with. That also includes bows. You can equip any fused item on top and duplicate both of them. Take them over to Pelison to separate those for 20 rupees a piece. Hey, welcome in. I'm going to show you how to duplicate weapons. That includes bows. That includes shields. And of course, weapons themselves. All you need is Link's house and a shock emitter. That's literally it. And you can duplicate weapons. This is the absolute fastest, absolute easiest method on the newest patch. Hope this helps you out. Now you're going to take whatever weapon you want, but you can actually attach anything to that sword. So like if I take this, drop that on the ground, you can go fuse. You're going to walk right to this edge where you're like about to step up. I'm going to see where it says display. And I'm going to sprint full forward and press A. Like that. That's it. The trick is make sure you sprint once you get to that edge. Don't inch up. I've noticed it doesn't work as well. So now you pick that one up. You go back here. We'll drop one of these. Pick that up. And now you can see we have 2 plus 9s and 2 Hylian shields. But here, it gets better. Let me show you this, Bryson. Take a Zonite sword, or I mean, it can be anything. So whatever weapon you want to do. Now, instead of having 1, let's drop this. Now we're going to fuse these 2 together. All right, so now we have a double sword. So now we have 2 of these swords, right? You can do the same method, except now instead of duplicating it once, you're duplicating it twice. So you're turning 2 into 4 instead of 1 into 2. There you go. So now check this out. Now we just duplicated 2 Zora longswords. So we had 1, we fused them. We had 2, we fused them together. Now it's duplicating double. So you can take that same thing, go back, stand, and then sprint. Ready? Boom. Check this out. Now we have 6 of them. So then you can just go take them to Pelison and Terrytown and break them apart. But you can also do that with shields. So you can attach a shield to it. You can also attach any bow to it and duplicate the bow. It's pretty incredible what you can do. So now you can simply take that down to Terrytown, or I like to call it Terrytown. I have a travel medallion here, but you can just fly down. You're right above it if you're at Link's house. So once you're down here at Terrytown, go talk to the boyo. Cost you 20 rupees per. Now again, you can duplicate weapons. You don't have to do this stage if you don't want to. You can do it with bows or shields, or you can even do a second weapon. So if you want to duplicate 2 weapons, make it way easier, right? So now we're gonna have him break this apart. Go pick those up. One thing. Boom, just like that. So now you can see we have all of our Zora longswords back, right? But also we have now 2 Hylian shields instead of 1. And you can keep doing that if you really want to, which is kind of sick, right? Pick that bow back up and boom! Now you now have a Royal Guards bow, 50 damage, 5 shots. Yeah. So first thing first, make sure you have your bow equipped that you want to duplicate and make into a 5-shot. So we're gonna take the Royal Guards bow, one of the most powerful bows in the game. It's super easy to get. You can check out my video on that. We're gonna drop it. Make sure you have 2 shields that can be fused with. Go to the far right shield in your menu. 2 shields that can be fused with the far right shield, right? Now you're gonna go to fuse, right? And then you're gonna press left bumper and ZL, dun dun, about that speed, dun dun, left bumper ZL. Just like that. See how there's a little green dot kind of next to the circle? That's what you want. We did it right. So keep holding those 2 buttons down. Mash the D-pad on the left D-pad. There we go. We did it perfect. Move over 1 to your next shield. Let go. Now you can see the Royal Guards bow has dropped. That's cool. But it is also fused. So we have it back in our inventory and it's fused to the shield. So we just duplicated the Royal Guards bow. But it gets better here. Break it down. It's going to cost you 20 rupees to break it down. This is where it gets real good though. So now we've already duplicated the Royal Guards bow, so having 2 doesn't hurt, right? It's great to have 2. But we're going to stand on this shield, pick it up, don't move, go back to your bows, don't touch anything, go to a real 5-shot bow, such as the Mighty Lionel bow, which I also have a video down below on how to get that without fighting anybody. You can get a 5-shot Lionel bow, legit, no cheating. Drop that bow, pick that bow back up, and boom! Now you now have a Royal Guards bow, 50 damage, 5 shots. Yeah, 50 damage, 5-shot bow. This is one of the most powerful bows in the game. Yes, it is glitched. Okay, I get it, yeah. But you know you want it. So if you want to cheese around, it's a single-player game. Have fun. If you don't, you do you, boo-boo. Today I'm going to show you how to duplicate weapons, items, shields, and bows without any timing needed, no skill required. All you do, take the weapon that you want and then fuse the item or a second weapon or a shield or a bow to that item. First, we're going to take our weapon. We have a longsword, so let's put a Hylian shield so you know I'm not tricking you. I'm duplicating a Hylian shield, right? Drop it on the ground. We're now going to take that shield and we are going to fuse it with the longsword. Boop. All right, so now you can see we have a Hylian shield, Zora longsword +9. We're going to stand here. You can stand anywhere, but we're just going to stand here next to Pelison because we'll need that later. We're going to save it. Don't move. Just save it there. Now you're going to go to throw the weapon. Don't let go. Press plus to go to the weapons menu. All right, got that? Now you can see the weapon is still in our hands and it's fine. So press minus. You're going to go all the way down to adventure log, down to memories, and you're going to start watching memories. You don't actually have to watch them. You just have to load it. Now, the way this works is every time you watch a memory, it skips forward a couple frames in game. So it actually moves the in-game time. So let's go back to plus. The weapon's still in our hand. So we're going to watch memories one at a time until that leaves our hand. When that item is not in our inventory, we then need to stop and load the game. Right? So that was 1, 2. Still there. That's 3. Let's do 4. 5. Different weapons take different amounts of time for them to actually be thrown. So you can see that was 5. Here's 6. 7. Still there. Let's try 8. 9. Boom. Out of our hands. So after 9 memories in this case, now different weapons throw at different speeds, so the memories may vary. It's now out of our hand, so don't do anything. Stop there now that it's out of our hand. Now you can see, look in the image below. You can see actually in Link, he's still in the throwing animation. He hasn't moved, but because we did the memories, it actually skipped forward in game time a little bit. So now we're going to load it from that save you just did prior to this. Just like that. You have the weapon in your hand and it's on the ground, right? So there's 2. Pick it up. Now you can see we have 2 Zora longswords +9 and 2 Hylian shields. So now you can go take that over to Pelison for 20 rupees. Have him break it down. And then you're duplicating both the weapon and you're duplicating the shield at the same time. You can do this with a weapon and a bow. You can do this with 2 weapons, fuse 2 weapons together. And you can also do it with items. Fuse a diamond to it. Fuse whatever you want to it. Go make some money with fusing diamonds, right? So there's that. Now you can see we have our shield back, but we still have it in our inventory. So let's break that one down too. Now again, this is not the fastest way, but this is the most surefire way. So if you're having trouble with my other videos with the timing where you just can't get it right, you can't get this one wrong as long as you check every time. You'll get it every single time. There we go. So now you can see we have our 2 shields and we have our extra long swords. We don't need that many, obviously, but that's how you do it. So that is the most surefire way. If you are struggling with timing, I have 3 other methods in my videos. I'll put them below. If you can't get the timing right in those, this is the easiest way to do it. It's more time consuming, but if you're struggling, this will work every time. And this works on the newest 1.1.2 patch. Like and subscribe if this video helped you, and I will see you live over on YouTube.